Gregory Peck never gave the answer people expected when asked which co-star had left the deepest mark on his life. Not the glamorous leading lady, not the on-screen romance that made headlines. Every time, his voice would soften, and he'd say the same name, Audrey Hepburn. And the reason why says everything about who both of them truly were. By the time Gregory Peck arrived in Rome to film Roman Holiday in the early 1950s, he was already a bona fide Hollywood star. His name alone sold tickets, so when he was introduced to a young, relatively unknown Belgian-born actress named Audrey Hepburn, nobody would have blamed him for barely noticing her. But he noticed. During rehearsals, he watched something rare unfold in real time. The camera fell completely in love with her. She had a natural, unforced charm that no acting coach could manufacture. And rather than feeling threatened, Gregory did something that stunned the people around him. He went to the studio executives and told them Audrey deserved equal billing on the posters. He was convinced she was about to become one of the biggest stars in the world. The studio pushed back. She was unproven. He didn't budge. When Roman Holiday was released, Audrey won the Academy Award for Best Actress. Gregory's instinct had been right all along, and Audrey never forgot that he had believed in her before anyone else did. What deepened their bond, though, wasn't the film's success. It was what Gregory observed when the cameras weren't rolling. Audrey treated every crew member with warmth and genuine respect. She remembered names. She thanked people. She carried no trace of ego, despite the spotlight growing brighter around her every day. Gregory had spent years in an industry where fame had a way of rewriting people's personalities. Audrey was immune to it. Having grown up in Europe during World War II, she had a relationship with ordinary moments that most Hollywood stars simply didn't possess. Their conversations between takes, about family, life, the strange weight of celebrity, stayed with Gregory long after production wrapped. As decades passed, their careers pulled them in separate directions. But unlike so many Hollywood friendships that quietly evaporate under the pressure of busy schedules and shifting priorities, theirs held. When they crossed paths at events or gatherings, those years in between seemed to vanish instantly. Friends who witnessed their reunions remarked on how naturally they laughed together. In January 1993, Gregory received the news he had been dreading. Audrey Hepburn had passed away from cancer at the age of 63. When her family asked if he would speak at her memorial, he agreed immediately. He chose to read a poem, Unending Love, by Rabindranath Tagore, and he didn't perform it. He simply spoke it, slowly, as a friend saying goodbye to someone he had genuinely treasured. People in the room described a silence that felt almost sacred. Gregory became visibly emotional. There was no character to retreat into. It was just him. In his later years, Gregory reflected on what had made Audrey so unforgettable. It wasn't her beauty or her Oscar. It was the person she remained after the world had given her everything. She never confused fame with worth. She measured people by their kindness, not their credits. And when she stepped away from acting to spend her final years doing humanitarian work for children around the world, Gregory considered that her greatest role of all. Their friendship proved something quiet but powerful. That the most meaningful connections in life aren't always the loudest ones. If this story moved you, leave a like and subscribe. There's plenty more where that came from.